Welcome in, everyone. This is a new series. Yes. Are you a fan of the Edmonton Oilers? Are you a fan of hockey in general? Well, this season, I'm going to be covering the Oilers in 10. Yes, every couple days, hopefully every game day, going to put together a 10-minute show, kind of recapping some of the big news in Edmonton Oiler land. What's going on? Are there injuries? Are there trades? What's the team doing? And, we're going to start with this. Yeah, opening night on Wednesday. Can we put this in the rear view mirror, please? Please, can we forget about it? Yeah, the Edmonton Oilers fell 6-0 to the Winnipeg Jets on Wednesday in their home opener, only their second defeat since 2017 when opening their campaign on home ice. So, forget about it. It's gone, it's over with. Onward and upward, right? This is the team that went to the Stanley Cup Final game number 7 tonight, taking on the Chicago Blackhawks. That's right. Connor Bedard is in town to face off with the other Connor McDavid. 8 o'clock start. By the time you watch this, you may have already seen the result. And we are going to use the EA game engine a little bit later to see what EA 25 thinks tonight's result will be. Connor versus Connor. We're going to compare their first couple seasons a little bit later in the show here. But what a great matchup when you have these two players getting to play against each other. Franchise player against franchise player. Well, Calvin Pickard is going to get the start tonight. Stuart Skinner will likely go tomorrow against Calgary because it is a back-to-back. Usually teams like to give one goalie each a start. And Calvin gets the start against Chicago. Bob Stauffer on Twitter earlier in the day posted what he believed would be the lineups for tonight. On the first line, you've got Connor McDavid centering RNH and Hyman. Draisaitl is going to center Skinner and Arvidsson. Adam Henrique on the third line with Janmark and Brown. And on the fourth line, it should be Derek Ryan with Corey Perry and Podkolzin. On defense, got that great defensive pairing of Ekholm and Bouchard. What a mentor Ekholm is to Bouchard. What a great pickup. One of the best trades Edmonton has made in the last couple of years. Darnell Nurse with newly signed Dermott. And on the third line, it will be Brett Kulak with Emberson. A lot of hope for that Emberson guy. And speaking of Brett Kulak, Brett Kulak is celebrating a milestone tonight. It is game 500. I never would have guessed it was 500 already. Way to go, Brett. 500 games in the NHL. And Zach Hyman and RNH, the Nuge, closing in on some point achievements that just around the corner. Back to Connor versus Connor. If you compare their first couple of seasons, first season really, Connor McDavid had 48 points in his first season in the NHL. Connor Bedard, 61. And you're saying, well, how could that be, Lap? How could Connor McDavid only have 48? Well, you got to remember, he got injured, took a tumble against the Philadelphia Flyers in his first season, which of course cost him a lot of points and ultimately would cost him the Calder Trophy that would go to Panarin. Connor McDavid was definitely the odds-on favorite to win the Calder Trophy, but the injury took that away from him. In his second season with the Edmonton Oilers, Connor McDavid would have 30 goals, 100 points. I don't think Connor Bedard's going to get there. Great player, franchise player, but I think he might be a season or two away from getting to that 100-point mark. Just don't think he has the line mates to get there. Leon Draisaitl also has the chance to pass Connor McDavid's 15-game point streak versus one team. Leon has made it 15 games against Chicago. Connor had a 15-game point streak against the Devils. So two friends off the ice, on the ice. Two of the best players in the world are tied for the longest active point streak against one opponent. Will Leon surpass Connor tonight? We will find out. And it is that time to see what EA NHL thinks is going to happen in the next two games for Edmonton. We're going to simulate through the Chicago game and through the Calgary game. EA NHL 25 just released a week ago. I'm a big EA fan of the franchise series, especially this year since they revamped it. It's been 10 years of little minor tweaks. And I stepped away from playing EA for about 3 or 4 years, but this year brought me back in with the revamped franchise series. So we're going to use this every time we do an Oilers report and see what the game thinks is going to take place. So tonight, Edmonton taking on the Chicago Blackhawks. Time to jump in the game. I have set the lines according to what they should be like, other than the game did not have Travis Dermott in the Edmonton roster. So I had to substitute Stetcher in there for tonight's game. First period, Edmonton at home to Chicago. We need to get a couple goals early, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins does not waste any time. Edmonton 1-0 up on the Blackhawks after the first 3 minutes. Power play for the Oilers results in Jeff Skinner getting his first goal as an Edmonton Oiler. Excellent. Hoping he's going to be that missing piece we needed for those secondary goals. Edmonton up 2-0 at the end of period number 1. We'll take that, Oiler fans, right? Right? 2-0's good, right? Calvin Pickard so far holding the fort down here, but saying that, Chicago gets on the board. A goal for the Blackhawks makes it 2-1 halfway through the second period. Looks like it's going to be a defensive battle here. 2-1 Edmonton, heading to the third period. All right, time to get a little nervous. We need a goal. Oh, and there it is. Ask and you will receive. In fact, we get 2. Adam Henrique makes it 3-1, and Connor McDavid with his first goal of the year will make it 4-1 for the Oilers. Time is running out here on the Chicago Blackhawks with a couple minutes left to play in the first period. That will be it. Edmonton Oilers projected to win tonight's game by a score of 4-1. Your 3 stars, Connor McDavid, 1 goal, 1 assist. Calvin Pickard gets the win with 23 saves, and Jeff Skinner with a goal. Well, can we make it 2 in a row? Facing our Albertan rivals, Battle of Alberta, version number 1. Going to keep the lines the same other than the goalie. We're going to switch out Pickard. We're going to put Stuart Skinner in. Going to make that mistake a lot this year. Stuart and Jeff. Lineups otherwise will stay the same because we don't know what the coach is going to go with in tomorrow's game. Calgary in Edmonton. Got to get this one. We got to win this one. We can't let the Flames beat us. Not in our own barn. All right, period number 1. Game on. Calgary in Edmonton. And the Oilers get the first goal, but Calgary responds with a couple. Arvidsson, first goal for Edmonton. Weegar, Zary, and now Weegar with his second goal for the Calgary Flames. It is 3-1 for Calgary towards the end of the first period here. EA, what are you doing? Come on, EA. Can the Edmonton win back-to-back games? Probably not. 3-1 Calgary halfway through the second period. Calgary on the power play, and Mantha and a hat trick. Weegar with his third goal of the game. Power play. 2 power play goals for the Flames as we close out the second period, and Blake Coleman gets the 6th goal. 6 goals against. Does that sound familiar, Oiler fans? 6-1 into the third period. Edmonton, second goal. Janmark for the Oilers. Time is running out. Calgary on a power play cannot convert. Less than 6 minutes to go. And that is going to be it. The Battle of Alberta Game 1 goes to the Calgary Flames, according to EA Sports. Your 3 stars, Uyghur, Zary, and Backlund for Calgary. And Flames fan, I'm sorry if it's Zary. Zary? One of the two would be right. So there you have it. 1-1 in this weekend series. We beat the Blackhawks. We lose to the Flames. Philadelphia will be in town in a couple days. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next episode should be up on Monday as we face off against those Flyers. Please leave a like, share this out, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. How are Edmonton going to do this year? What do you think? Are we going to make the finals? Please. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day. We'll see you next episode.